Hello and welcome back to EXAPUNKS. Today we are going to work on DEADLOCK'S domain, and we have an opponent. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. On to the third of the tournament battles. In each match, each match against a better programmer than the last? Better is subjective. That's how I would order it. Like a video game, you know? It makes for an easy narrative structure. Bam. Okay. To win this battle, you must grab files as they spawn in the central host and bring them back to your hosts. Okay, so this shouldn't be too hard. Again, we have an opportunity to kill here, so I think we're just going to grab 3, link 800, link 800, kill. Copy file X, grab X, link -1, link -1, and that would be it. Have all 3 of these guys do it, except that these will do 2 and 1, and that should be it. They're all gonna jump. Oh, look, he is creating new bots. And we have failed to kill. So I have -1 points right now. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this a little bit differently. Maybe forget about the whole kill thing. So link 800, replan A, replan B, I can't even type, C, and then jump up. And I'll just do markup here. I am tempted to send a kill bot over there. In fact, I think I might. Just to see what happens. And then here we go, we're gonna do mark A. And you're going to link 800. Copy file to X. Grab X. Link -1. Link -1. And I think that's going to be pretty much the same thing for everybody. Bang, bang, except that you're a 2 and a C, you're a B and a 1. And that's pretty much going to do it. So B is going to jump across twice and try to kill this guy. A is going to jump over and just start creating new bots who are going to jump into each. And that's a win because we got that kill. So we're going to absolutely dominate this one. But yeah, A just keeps creating new bots. Each individual bot will jump into a separate place, grab the most recently created file, jump backwards twice, and drop it off. And that's how that's going to work. And that's 90 wins. Which is fine with me. I would have liked to get the 100 again, but I can live with 90. That's perfect. Curious how enthusiastic everyone gets about the battles. Something about competition really energizes the spectators. Makes me wonder how to take advantage of it. Do I seem that craven to you? I'm not always after every advantage. Ruthless competition is a human thing. Oh man, well that's me. Who's gonna take on Moss next? X10? Sure, later. My Exadev rig is broken at the moment. Sure it is. Ha 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 ha. I believe you, X10. Give me a break. Extreme League Baseball. Retrieve Extreme League Baseball statistics and use them to determine the best player. You should be glad I've been reading up on sports. Remember when I said I figured out the money situation? I designed a new rating system for extreme baseball players. It's based on a multi-vector analysis of all the stats I can find. In other words, I have a way to predict winning teams that's pretty much infallible. A few bets here and there, and I'll be rich. Alright, so how in the heck we can actually run the bases if we want. That's kind of cool. The host active and penalty contain files that correspond to baseball players, along with directory file that contains a list of those file IDs, which is 199. Each player file contains their name and the following statistics in this order. Create a file in your host with the name of the player with the highest score using this algorithm. These players should be ignored. I just want to say 3, 6, 10, 3, 6. Yep. So all I have to do is get this one. I can completely ignore that box, and that's fine. I'm a little bit right now I'm just thinking, how are we gonna do this? First stuff's going to be jumping over and grabbing this thing, and then probably spreading that to a new bot who will grab each file and look through it. My question is going to be, how do I then determine which player is the best? And I think I'm going to have to do it by getting all the totals like I want to get all the totals. I want to I don't know how to determine which one's the best. If I get all the totals, I put them on one file. How can I then determine which is the highest and where in the file that takes place? That's the question. And there's also this little divide 3 here, which we wouldn't be able to do. We can't divide 3. This is super complicated. I'm looking at this and like I don't even know where to begin. We can add these 3 together, that's not a problem. Then how do I divide by 3? Then we need to separately multiply these, divide that by this, and then add that to the first number. Get ourselves a new number, and then multiply the whole thing by 20. I don't know how we're going to divide in this instance. We're dividing by 220. We're dividing by 5, 5, 3, 1, 0. No, that's a 1. 3, 5, 3, 88. No, that's another 5, 2, 1. Okay, so 5, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 2. We have to divide by all those numbers, and we don't have a division opportunity. Can I copy 100x? Can I mully x 0.33x? No. No, I cannot. So how do I divide by 3 if I can't divide by 3? If I can't divide at all? I would need to be able thinking, okay, I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern. All right, let me explain what I'm thinking here. I'm trying to get 20%, because as far as I can see, it goes from 1 to 5 for this OD. If that's true, then what I need to do is divide by 20%, which would be 1/5. And it looks like no matter what the number is, see, 1/5 of this is 12. 1/5 of this is 20. 1/5 of this is 40. No matter what we do here, 10. If we remove this digit and then multiply by 2, we get 20. Which obviously removing that digit gives you a tenth, and then you just times it by 2 to get the 20. That's pretty simple. So I think we can do that. We'll have to have whatever number we've got, move this into the X, or just hold it, I don't know. Doing the math is going to be fun. Figuring out then who the best player is, maybe not so much. So you're just going to link 800 and then grab 199. And then you're going to mark send. Test into file. False jump. Send. Pretty much. That's what he's going to do. This fellow is going to jump over there, and he is going to grab M, and then he has to start doing this math. And this is where it's going to get crazy. Mark. We're just going to mark 1 up here. I think we're going to seek 1. How can I divide something by 3? We've got to figure that out. Copy fx, addy xfx, addy, whoops, xfx. So that's going to get the first 3. Boom, there's 771. We need to divide that by 3, which is going to be 257. Okay. But how can I manipulate that? How can I this is what this video is going to be for a little bit. Just me sitting here thinking of ways to divide something by 3. I'm looking at the magazine again. I'm genuinely thinking about stopping, because like I said, this is just going to be me sitting here in silence trying to figure this out. And part of me wants to do that. I don't like the idea of people thinking that I'm not doing it honestly, and so I kind of want the record of I'm sitting here thinking, and that's how I figured it out. Because I can stop the video and I can go away for 4 hours and figure something out, but you don't know that I didn't just Google it. I'm telling you it was 4 hours later. It's your choice to believe that or not. So what is Madi? What? We can divide? What the fuck? Oh man, I had no idea. Yeah, I'm used to not being able to. Divi X3X. Jesus Christ, I had no idea. Okay. I'm such an idiot. I don't know what modulo does. Okay, so now we have that. This should be easy. Okay. Copy. Copy FT, of course. And then Molly T FT Divi TFT Addy XTX. Goodness gracious. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. So we add those together, and then we copy file T, sub T, whoop, sub B, T, file T, addy XTX, mully X 20X. That is all the math. Now, here's where it gets a little bit confusing. We now have this player's score. We know that Dean Duggan scores 9340. Okay. My question is, where do I put that information part of me wants to jump back and like feed it to a bot on local. And if he could just I mean, that's probably the way to go. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. Poop, go on local. Okay. I can get rid of these. Just make them all local. Two. Okay, so that's going to get the scores of everyone. The only thing we really need now is for this guy to make determinations. That's probably not the way to do it. We don't know that it's always going to be 10 players. Yeah, there you go. It's not always going to be 10 players. So that's going to bring up our activity a little bit, but this fellow wouldn't have any other. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Otherwise, he's going to have to switch back and forth. And I don't like it. I don't like that, so. Mark down. Okay. So the question here is how we're going to do Okay, so we get that. We are going to seek negative 9. Seek 1. Copy file to X. Seek 1. Test if X is greater than file. Okay. And we're going to need a true jump or a false jump. It doesn't particularly matter. True jump. What is true jump? Yes, and I'm going to do a mark yes. But first, we got to do this. So, if the number in the file is greater than, we need to seek negative 909. And then I think just jump here. I feel like that's all we have to do. But if X is greater than, it should be seek negative 2, jump here. That should work. I don't think, does testing move the cursor? I don't. It does, I think, but I don't think it matters in this instance. So that I think that's all we really have to do. But eventually, he gets the negative 1. He gets the call that it's over now. What can I do? So you're told that's the end. You have these 2 left. I think you honestly just seek negative 909. Seek 1. Same thing. Copy file to X. Seek 1. Test X greater than file. True jump win. Otherwise, we false jump. I'll do a mark win down here. So if file is greater than, you need to seek negative 2. Copy file to X. Wipe make link 800, grab X, copy, well, we can do this. We'll do jump wipe. Mark wipe. Okay. Seek negative 2, copy file to X. But if X is greater than file, then we need to seek negative 4. Copy FX, wipe, make, link 800, grab X, copy file, nope, copy it, ooh, shit, okay, no, wipe, link 800, grab X, copy file to X, drop, make, copy X, file, link negative 1, and that should be it. I think this is going to work. There's a lot to do here, but let's see. So, first and foremost, A and B are going to jump across. They're all on local networks. A and B jump across while C makes himself a file. Okay? A grabs the register, sends that information over to B. B starts to grab these files and starts doing all this math. And basically, this math is going to happen a long time. He'll get the final score. He'll send the file name and the score to XB. And then he'll jump back. And he might need to do a copy there. Yeah. So jump back. Just add a drop in here, and that should be fine. Okay, so we will jump forward to that, drop the file, grab the new file. There you go. And he should do this math again. Grab the new score, jump back across. Okay. So now he, XB, here's where it gets interesting. XB will go to the beginning of the file, get this score, copy it to X, go over to grab the score. Is it greater than what's in the file? If it is, just go back to and then go back up and wait for the new stuff. So now the next time B comes back, he's going to overwrite these. Okay, so they do their thing. A gives him the file. He does all his math. Comes back, gives this information to C, who copies it in, and there you go. And now he's going to do the test again to see what he needs to be overwriting. Da-da-da-da-da. They do all this fun stuff. Okay. So B is now working on 215. No, B has 290. Okay. So we're going to wait one more time. Send it over. All right. So now he grabs 215. That's not right. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Yeah, it's just broken right now. Shoot. What happened? They did all this math. You're sending 261 to the local. Okay, 265 done. I don't know. Stop that. We're losing something. Why are you only doing half? So you copy file to M. Okay, so you get 219 in there. He takes it, which is great. He has 219 now. Test the end of file. It's not the end of file, so you go back up. And now you copy 216. Okay? You're on local. So where's that 216 going to go? 5x3. Copy file to T. Bump, bump, bump. Where does that 261 go? Jump across. File to T. T to M. X to M. Link in. drop it. Copy M to X. Okay, now you have 261. That's good. That's what you're supposed to have. Text it as that. It's not that. So you jump back up. You're now going to copy 265 in. Okay. You've grabbed that. Where did 265 go? Oh, okay. Yeah, here I copied it into X. So you need to be grabbing X. That's where the problem is. Okay, so link here. I understand. Link here. I guess just copy MX right up here should do the trick. So you'll get that first one, 219, and then you'll be stuck in this loop where you come back across. You have your 261 now. You go back down. Now you take your 265. Yeah, okay, now we're good. So they run through all this stuff. Eventually, XA will find the end of the file. We've already shown everything. We just added one line where he grabs it off the local network, puts it into X, like he does down here. But we did it once to get started because we want this test to happen at the end of the cycle, not at the beginning. Does it actually matter where it happens? Probably not, but it's okay. So sends 290 to the local, waits for him to do all the math. Sends 215 to the local, waits for him to do all the math. Test for the end of file. It is, so now he sends 01 to local. Okay, fellow does all the math. Do I have a divvy? Yeah, there, divvy file. Okay, that's fine. Jump back across, drop that file, copy it into X. XA is done. Is it equal to -1? It is, so he's going to bypass the fail jump, jump back, tell him that it's over. C, he's already done. He's determined that this is the better. So he takes his -1. Is it -1? It is, so he true jumps down. Goes back to the beginning of the file. Copies that in. Test if it's greater. It is, so he will jump to win. Or no. I said this backwards. He tests if X is greater than file, not the opposite way around. So it wasn't in this case. So he will sig -2 back, jump to wipe, copies that into X, deletes his file, jumps across, grabs that file, copies that name to X, drops that file, makes a new file, copies the name into the file, goes back home, and he is dead, and that is completed. And now it failed. Whoops. So test 1 completes. But test 2 fails, which is fascinating. So where does test 2 fail? Because they do this thing. There's 214. Is it? All right, let me see something. 3, 6. It's 10 again. It should be right. I don't think they're gonna trip me up by giving me any of these. So where's the failure? And then cross. Everything's good. $294. Just ticking through. Tick, 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 tick. Just ticking through. They wouldn't make me divide by 0, would they? That's an easy fix if they do, but that would be a dirty dang trick. Okay. Get the last file. He's out of instructions. He's found the X1, so he goes back. Copies it to him. Okay. Seek -99. Seek 1. Copy it in. Seek 1. Test if X is greater than... It is not. So you're going to seek -2. Jump to wipe. Copy that up. Destroy it. Link in. Grab that file, copy that to X, drop, make, copy, link -1. The math is wrong. That's not the correct. So the math is wrong somehow. Let me just see. They want Jimmy Kingston. Who's right here. I'm gonna do this math myself, just right now on a calculator. So we want... I'm saying Seamus Carpenter's the winner. So 269 plus 331 plus 421 divide... Oh, no. Equals... That's not right. My calculator's failing. 269 plus 331 plus 421 equals 1021. Okay. Divide that by 3. Okay. So that's giving me 340, which I don't... 340.3333 repeating. I don't particularly like that. But that's what we got. So 340. Okay, and then the next one is... Oh, here's a question. Is that this divided by 3 plus this? That's possible. Let's see what that does. But first, let's do the other thing. So they want the next score. I'm saying 114 multiplied by 5 equals divided by 3. My next number is 190, so we will add 340 to that. Okay, we're now at 530. And then we'll take the final two. 4 minus 3 goes this times 20, which is going to be 20 plus 530. I got 550. I feel like in the game I had 9999, but here I've got 550. Maybe I did something very wrong. Plus 427. I'm checking Jim and Kingston now. Plus 222 divided by 3. That's 326 for Kingston. Okay. And then we're doing 129 times 3 divided by 3 gets you that 129 plus 326, 455. Okay, and then we would do 7 times 20 plus 455, which is 595. So that does make him the better player, right? Yeah. So I feel like somehow my math is going wrong. So here we go. Let's see. 214. Okay. 266. Add 416. Add 455. Okay. Now we're saying divide that by 3, which is giving us 375. Then put in the next one, 121. Multiply that by 5. Divide that by 3. Now we have 206. We're going to add those two together. We have 581. Now we're going to copy file to T, subtract that. I don't think that's what we want to do, is it? We probably want to multiply. We probably want to do the multiply first, right? Yeah, I think that's what we want. Am I wrong? Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's change that and see what happens. So, cut that out. Do this, and then put that in there, and see if that changes it. It did. So it was I was multiplying the final result by 20. What I meant to be doing was multiply the result of this by 20. I don't know why I saw that in a different way the first time, but we did get it done. Cycles is right on pace activity and size are a bit high, but we got it done, and I'm super happy about that. Okay, processing. It turns out sports betting is not in fact a good way to make money. You should have said something. I thought you'd be smarter than that. What does that mean? Don't put this on me. This is all happening because I'm trying to help you. Let's continue. And with that, as always, I will thank you guys so very much for watching. Man, war dialing's a slog. But I found some weird stuff. Any government service? I found a power company and something to do with insurance claims processing. Decent hits so far. Eventually you'll come across the DNA database. Run by FEMA. Yeah, huh? I'll let you know when I reach that. Just over 1 hour. So, I am so happy I looked in the zine and saw the division code, because I was certain I couldn't divide in this game, so that's beautiful. And I'm a little tempted to go back and do the one that I was dividing through other means, but I don't remember which one that is, so I'm not going to do it. Take care. Bye-bye.